Welcome back to the Maven Show. This is your host Rohit. Today we have Brandon, the founder of SEO Optimizers and digital marketing specialist. Thank you, Brandon, for getting into the show.
Thank you for having me on today.
Awesome. I think I've been into digital marketing from last 6, 7 years now, and you've been into this for long than me too. So we will be talking about a lot of stuff into the digital marketing and how you get into and how it's changing everything and how it will be going to change and so on. So would you like to do a quick intro of yourself first and go on with the same?
Yeah, my name is Brandon Leibowitz, and I've been involved with digital marketing since 2007, helping people get more traffic to their website using different strategies like SEO, social media, doing paid ads, email marketing, and got my degree in business marketing. And the first job I got out of school was helping a company out with their digital marketing. And I didn't know much about it. They said, don't worry, we don't know much about it either. We're going to take you to classes and workshops and learn alongside with you. And after doing that for a few months, I just realized everyone is probably going to have a website in the future. This is back in 2007, and there's a lot of different ways to get traffic, but SEO is just a way to kind of tap into that free traffic. So I thought, let me focus on that over the years, trying to tap into that free traffic that Google's willing to give out using search engine optimization, and worked as the director of SEO at different advertising agencies. And before work, after work, on my lunch break, I would work on my own company and built it up to where I was able to quit my job and focus solely on this, and been doing that ever since.
Okay, cool. And like you have an agency as well. How is the agency going and what you are specialized in? Like I believe like you guys are into 100% SEO, like how the SEO is working.
I'm gonna focus on SEO, do a little bit of social and a little bit with paid ads, but just mainly focus more on the SEO. But realized over the years that it all works together to get clients, because getting traffic is just half the battle. With SEO, I can rank you for all your keywords, but it's on your website to convert them. So social media works well to build trust. Running some remarketing ads helps keep yourself top of mind so people don't forget about you, and just try to overall help with not just getting ranked on Google, but trying to get you sales and phone calls and leads.
I got it. Cool. And according to you, like what digital marketing strategies should one startup or small business begin with? Like since they're just getting started, so they're just like, will they be just getting started with as a whole? Or is it something like they should consider for something specific so they can have much success in that only and they should focus on something specific?
I mean, it's not one size fits all. Every business is going to be different. So they just got to figure out who their audience is and how to get in front of them at the right moment. If they're going to be searching on Google, are going to be searching on Facebook, Yelp, where they're going to be. So you just got to figure out who your audience is and how to get in front of them at the right time, because it's not really one size fits all. It's not saying, let's do this, and this. It's like, let's do this for you. Let's do this for somebody else. Let's do this for somebody else, and work off that strategy. So I would just try to really take a step back and think, like, if you're looking for your product or service, where would you go? And that's going to kind of help start your journey of where you need to be working on. Are you going to be looking at emails? Are you going to be looking at TripAdvisor, Yelp, or social media? Are you going to be going on Google? Where are you going to go? And that's going to really let you know what you need to start focusing on. And then from there, you can start expanding and building and diversifying onto other platforms and places like that to get new visibility. But essentially, you just try to take a step back and think, if you're looking for your product or service, where would you be going?
Got it. And do you believe like a startup should be focused on like let's like if someone is getting started into this and it's starting up a small business. So will they be should focusing on the paid ads or should they be just focusing on something organic and sustainable or paid ads?
It
Okay.
just depends what
Yeah.
their goal is. If they want immediate traction, then the paid ads are going to give you that immediate results. If you're looking long term, SEO is going to be the better, because you're not paying every time someone clicks on your website with SEO. But SEO does take time, so it just depends on where they are in that cycle. If they want traction right away, got to do some paid ads. If you're in it for the long run, then the SEO is going to be the better strategy. But ultimately, the best is to do both, because that's going to help out overall, get you that immediate traction and build you up that long-term traction to help you stop spending money on ads and start tapping into that free traffic.
You specialized in SEO. So what do you think like what things to know like for the long-term success in SEO?
For the long-term success, you just got to follow the guides that Google says and really don't spam. So anything that seems too good to be true, where it's like tools that will rewrite content and things like that. Usually it will work short term, but long term, it's going to probably do more harm than good. So don't try to take any shortcuts with Google because they've seen them all and they're happy to penalize websites. So instead of ranking higher, you drop down in rankings, which is the last thing you want to do. So just make sure that you have good content. That's original content. It's not copied from another page or another website because Google doesn't like duplicate content. Just make sure that you're not spamming them. You're not hiding stuff from them because once you start trying to trick Google, it might work in the short term, but in the long run, Google's going to catch on, or your competitors are going to catch on and let Google know, and they're going to penalize you and drop you down those rankings.
And how long does a website, like, let's say someone just launched the website, and according to you, how long does it take to rank a website? A pretty new website, great corporate website. How long will it take to rank a website, get a good domain authority, get a good ranking, and so on?
It just depends on the competition of those keywords. The more competitive those keywords are, the more time it's going to take. So if you're targeting some keywords that are very, very competitive, it could take a year or more. If you're targeting some keywords that have no competition, you could rank in a couple months, but usually it takes about 6 months or more on average. Again, it's not really one size fits all. It just depends on how competitive those keywords are and how much SEO you've done to your website versus the competitors that are ranked on that first page of Google. The more the competitors have done, the more time it's going to take for you to get to that level that your competitors are at.
Okay, 6 months is at least. 6 months is at least. Is it?
On average, sometimes it can be quicker. Like if you're in an industry with no competition, you could get up there within a couple months. If you're, let's say, a restaurant in Los Angeles, it could take a year because there's so many restaurants and there's only 10 spots on that first page of Google and only 3 spots on the map. So a lot of competition, not much real estate to rank on. So that's where it just comes down to how competitive it is. The more competitive, the more time and effort it's going to take to get to those levels that you want to be at.
And according to you, how social works in digital marketing? Like how social, a full social, like marketing, media, campaign management, paid ads, and social, how everything works in social.
Social is usually to put a face behind the company to help build trust. So when someone goes to your website and learns about you, then they're probably going to wonder, do I trust this website? Can I buy off them? Are they going to steal my information? So social media is a way to put a face behind the company and build trust for people and them know that you are a real business, that there's reviews, there's status updates, there's ways to communicate with the business. You can send them messages, and it really helps build trust for people because you can go on a website and you're just like, how can I trust this website? I could buy off this website or I could buy off Amazon, and everyone trusts Amazon, but this small website might have been around for 50 years as a local business and you just don't know who they are. And that social is a way to build that trust up and let you know that they're a real company and that they're not going to steal your information or hack your data and all that stuff.
Got it. And in social, do you recommend using bots?
No, anytime we take shortcuts, it's probably going to do more harm than good. So just like with Google and SEO, you got to be careful. You don't want to do anything to cause any red flags. Same with social media. You don't want to do anything to cause red flags to your account and potentially get you in trouble.
Yeah. And even each of the social media platform has their own action limits. Like Twitter has its own, Instagram has its own, like you can just take 300 to 500 actions a day. And Twitter, it's also the same. Like they have their own policies taking actions and so on. And bot will obviously like place everything into the damage. And what about the engagement bots? Like I have heard of like Telegram engagement bots and so on. Do you recommend using those as well to businesses or not?
I mean, they might work in the short run, but you got to think in the long run, they're going to pick up on those patterns. It's not that hard to see that 20 people are liking the picture every single time that it comes out. The same 20 people are liking and commenting.
Amazing. And let's just talk about like paid ads. Like, what do you think? Like, how to drive the best results from the paid ads? Like, what the methodologies should we should be using behind the best results to drive for the paid ads?
Well, with the paid ads, I would just try to take a step back and think if you're looking for your product or service, where would you be going? And most of the time, people start their search on Google, not really social media. So you probably want to run some paid ads on Google because social media is cheap for a reason. You're getting cheaper traffic, lower quality traffic, because people that search on Google, they're looking for your product or service right there. Social media, you're interrupting people based off interest. Doesn't mean they want to use your product or service at that moment. They might have wanted to use it a couple days ago, or they might want to use it next month, but they don't necessarily want to use it at this moment. So you just got to try to figure out who your audience is and how to get in front of them at the right time when they're actually searching. But social media is a great way to keep yourself top of mind after they've found you, they've learned about you, then you can run some remarketing ads on social. But it just depends. I mean, it works, but it just depends on who your audience is and how you set it all up properly.
Got it. How old is your agency, by the way?
How long is, sorry?
Like, how old is your agency? Like, you got an SEO agency, like, so how old is this right now, and how you guys are doing so far into the SEO agency, and what are your plans into the same with your agency?
Well, I started it back in 2007. So I've been doing it since 2007, the SEO, and just want to keep growing it and building it up and just taking it to that next level, just keep it growing and growing. That's the main goal, is keep growing and offering different services to help just solidify that whole buying cycle to make sure that people actually buy and you're not just getting traffic, because traffic is just half the battle. We got to make sure that traffic actually converts into phone calls, emails, things like that.
And what's the major ICP you guys have? Like, do you guys focus on small businesses, mid-size, and enterprises?
We focus on anyone with a viable product or service. So that's the main thing. So as long as you have a good product or service with the website, then we could help out. If you're not selling anything or don't have a website, then there's not much we could do. But it doesn't matter if you're a small mom and pop shop or a Fortune 100 company, we could help out with any of them.
Got it. Cool. Any best tips do you have for anyone who is getting started with the paid ads? Like, anyone who is getting started with the paid ads or digital or SEO, or just getting into with the whole as a digital or social? Any best tips, advice do you must have?
I mean, each one is going to be different. Like with the paid ads, you want to be on every platform and see what works, push more money into that, pull money away from what's not working. So go on Google, you do Gmail ads, you can do YouTube, you can do banner ads on Google, because Google kind of runs the internet. It's connected with all the websites. So I run all those ads, see which ones have the lower conversion or the lower cost per click and the higher conversion rates, and push more money into that, pull money away from what's not working, continuously tweak and optimize and test those paid ads, because you gotta see what's working. Maybe males 30 to 35 are clicking, but they're not converting, cut them out. Maybe females 40 to 45 are clicking and converting, push more money to that. But it's all about testing to see what works, what doesn't work for the paid ads. And for SEO, it'd be just making sure that you follow best practices. For email, like just try not to spam, try to offer value, but each one's gonna be different depending on what you're looking for and what the ultimate goal is.
Got it. Cool. Well, thanks for being on the show and sharing these insights about SEO, digital, and social, So thank you so much for being into the show, and it was wonderful to talk to you.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me on. And for anyone that wants to learn more, I did create a special gift for them. They go to my website, seooptimizers.com/gift. I put a bunch of classes together over the years that I've thrown up there for free. So if they want to see how to do a lot of stuff step by step, social media, the paid ads, email, all that stuff, I've thrown up all those classes for free so they can watch it anytime.
Amazing. So it's seooptimizers.com. Go and check it out.
Yeah.
Amazing.
seooptimizers.com/gift.
Got it. Cool. Thanks for being on the show, Matt.